Hello everyone, welcome to the Mercury Virtual. Hope you are doing good. Today I am going to continue with the same module, that is a website design, and the same tutorial, that is HTML tutorial, but with the new chapter, that is chapter number 19, that is the HTML colors. In the last class we have covered with the chapter number 17 and the 18, that is the HTML blocks and the HTML frames, iframe, that we have covered in the chapter number 17 and the 18. So let's take a quick review what we have covered in the last class, then move to the today's topic, that is the chapter number 19, that is the HTML colors. So in the last class we have started with the chapter number 17, that is the HTML blocks, that is what are the various HTML elements, or how to divide the HTML elements into various categories, that is various blocks that will be used, that is a block level elements or the inline elements. So all the HTML elements can be categorized into two categories, that is either the block level elements or the inline elements. So what are the block elements that appears on the screen as if they have a line break before and after them? So that means in the block level elements, every content is available one after the another, that is line by line, that is a block level elements. Then we have talked about the block elements as well as the inline element, that is what is the difference between the block level element and the inline element. So what is the block level elements? So whenever we are combining, whenever we are applying the HTML block element, that moves the content in automatically in the next line, that is that moves the content, that breaks the line, that breaks a line break before and after them. That means automatically it is moved to the next line, that is automatically jump to the next line, that is a block level element. For example, P, H1, H2, H3, H4, these are the various elements, these are the various tags that will be used for the block level elements, and they all starts on their own new line, and anything that follows them appears on its own new line, that is the block level elements. Then next is the in-level element, that is they are applying on the in-level element that appear within the sentence and do not move to the new line automatically when we are using the new line elements. So these are the new line element that does not move to the new line, but they are we can say the part of the sentence, they are a part of the sentence, that is the inline elements, that is a BIUEN, strongs, SUP. So these are the various inline element that is used. Then we have discussed about the grouping the HTML element, that is how to group the HTML element. So there are two important tags that we are using, that is used to group the HTML tags, that is a div tag and the span tag. So div tag is a block level tag that plays a big role in grouping various HTML tags and applying the CSS on the group of the element. That is how to apply the CSS, or what are the various roles that is used to apply the CSS, or the big role in grouping the various HTML tags. So what is a CSS? That is cascading style sheet, that is a group of the elements. And even now div tag can be used to create the web page layout, where we define the different parts, that is the left, right, top, etc on the page. That is there are different parts that will be used, that is contained in the div tag. And this tag does not provide any visual change on the block, but this has a more meaning when it is used with the CSS. So div tag is also used to divide the main browser window into the multiple parts. This is one of the example that shows what are the various groups, how to divide the various div. This is the first group, and that is the block level element, and the span tag, that is the inline element that is used. So this is available within one line, within one sentence, that is a span tag. This provides any visual change on the block, but has a more meaning when it is used with the CSS. This is one of the example, that is how to use the span tag. Now next is the chapter number 18 that we have also discussed, that is how to set the HTML background, or what are the various content that will be used within the HTML background. So we can set the HTML background as a color, so we can apply the color to the HTML background, or we can apply the image, or we can set the image for the HTML background. So there are two provisions, either we can set the HTML image, or either we can set the HTML color or background color. So we are applying the background color, or we are applying the background image, anything that is used. But by default, whenever we are open the web page, that is white in color. So we want to change the color with the background, that is the background with the colors and background with the images. So we have discussed about how to change the background with the color. So this is the content, that is how to use the background with the colors. The tag that is used, whatever the tag that is used, for example I am using the body tag, that is body, and there is the attribute that is used, that is the BG color, that is the BG color equals to color value, any color value that is used, for example red, green, blue, and we are giving the color value as a color name, or we are giving the hexadecimal values, and we are giving the color name in the, or color value in the RGB term. So it is up to my choice, up to the user choice, that is how we are using. But the main content is that this is the attribute that is used, that is the BG color, that is equals to the color value. And the format one says the use the color name, that is a lime, yellow, red, anything either use the hexadecimal value, that is the hash F1F, or either use the color value, that is the RGB, that is the 00120, that is the red, green, blue. This is one of the example of the background color, that is how to use the background color. This is the yellow color, then the sky blue color, then the green color. Then we have discussed about the HTML background with the images, that is how to apply the or how to set the HTML background with the various images. So we can also put the images at the background of the HTML page, that is the HTML background with the images. So the background attribute can also be used to control the background of an HTML page, specifically the page body and the table backgrounds. And you can also specify an image to set the background of your HTML page or a table. And following is the syntax to use the background attribute with any HTML tag that is used. So what is the scenario that is used? Simply the tag name and then the background equals to image URL. Whatever the URL that is used, that is the background URL, that is the background equals to URL. And the most frequently used image format are the JPG, GIF and the PNG format, that is the URL of the image. This is one of the example that is used, that is how to apply the or how to set the background image or a table. So this is the background color, the background image that is set. This is Then we have also talked about the pattern and the transparent background. That is, what is the difference between the transparent background and the pattern background. So we have discussed about the example, that is how to set the pattern background or the transparent background, that having extension DIF, PNG, and extension that is used. But it is a smaller dimension that is used, that is a small as 1 by 1 of pixel, that is a 1 row, 1 column. These are the various examples to set the background pattern. This is the doc type, then HTML, head, title, that is the HTML background images. Then head closed, body open. So this is the example, that is how to set the background image. This is the background equals to pattern number 1, that is the GIF. This is pattern number 2. So simple as we see, this is the pattern that is given, that is having extension .gif or the PNG. This is the output, that is how to use the background or the this one. Now moves to the chapter number 19, that is the HTML color, that is how to set the HTML colors or how to give the HTML colors within the HTML. So let's move to the chapter number 19, that is the HTML colors. So this says colors are very important to give a good look and feel to your website. You can specify the colors on the page level using the body tag, or you can set the colors for individual tags using the BG color. So we can also set the tags for the HTML colors. Either we are using the BG color for the setting the HTML color. So we are using the BG color for setting the colors. So next is the HTML color, that is how to HTML or what are the various advantages of using the HTML colors. So colors are very important to give a look and feel to a website. So whatever the color, whatever the feeling that we are giving, that gives a good look and feel to a website that is used. You can specify the colors on a page level by using the body tag, or you can set the color for individual tags using the BG color attribute. So we can either use the BG color attribute, either we can use the individual tag that will be used for the background color. So colors are very important to use the page level using the body color, or you can set the color for the individual tags using the BG color attributes. The body tag has the following attributes which can be used to set the different colors. So these are the various attributes by which we can set the HTML colors. The first attribute that is used is the BG color, that sets the color for the background of the page, that is the BG color. Then text, that sets the color for the body text. That means if I am going to set the color of a text, that is done by the text attribute, that is used within the body tag, that is a text that sets the color for the body text. Then a link, that sets the color for the active links or the selected links, that is the a link. Then normal link, that sets the color for the linked text, that is used, that is also used with the body tag. So body tag is also used with the linking tag. And then there is a v-link, that sets the color for the visited link, that is for the link text that you have already clicked on. So this is the BG color, then text, then a link, then v-link. So these are the various, we can say, the margins. These are the various attribute that is used with the body tag, that is used with the body for explaining the, or for showing the HTML color. So one is the BG color, one is the text, one is the a link, one is the link, one is the v-link. So these are the various attribute that is used with the HTML colors. Then next is the HTML color coding method. That is, what are the various color coding method that is used with the HTML. So there are following three color modes to set the colors in your web page. One is the color names, one is the hex code, one is the color decimal or percentage value. So we have also already discussed in the last class, that is how to set the color by using the color name, by using the hex code, by using the color percentage, that is in the percentage, that is either RGB. So first is the color name. So you can specify the colors names directly like green, blue or red. So we can directly give the color name like color equals to red, color equals to blue, color equals to green. Then next is the hex code, a 6-digit code representing the amount of red, green and blue that makes up the color. That is the hex code. So one is a color name, one is a hex code. Then next is the color decimal or the percentage value. That is a, what is a color decimal or what is a percentage value that is used with the color decimal, that is the HTML color that is used with the different methods. So that is the color decimal or the percentage value, and that value is specified using the RGB property. So there are three criteria by which we can give the HTML colors. Either we can give directly the name, that is the color name, either we can give the hexadecimal value, either we can give the RGB attribute, that is a percentage value, that is a RGB. So we are giving 0, 0, 120, anything that we are giving, that is a percentage value. So one is the color name, one is the hexadecimal codes, one is the color decimal or the percentage value. Now we will see the coloring scheme one by one, that is how to give the color name, how to give the hexadecimal code, how to give the percentage value. So you can specify direct a color name to set the text or the background color. W3 Schools has listed 16 basic colors name with, that we validate with an HTML validator. So whenever we are using the HTML colors, so there are in totality there are 16 colors name that will be used with the HTML. So we can apply any 16 color name that is used with the HTML validator. But there are over 200 different colors name that is supported by the major browser. So it depends on the browser to browser. Some browsers support the 16 colors, some browsers supports the 200 colors. this is the color name that is used. So this is the color. The first part is the color name that will be used, that is used to represent the color values. That is the HTML color. So we are giving the color name. In totality, there are, we can say in general, there are total 16 color name that is used, but there are over the 200 different color name that is supported by the major browsers. But it depends on the browser to browser how it is used and well it is used. Now check a complete list of HTML color names. So this is the margin, that is how we are using to add a color names. Now W3C standard supports 16 colors. Here is a list of W3 schools that is recommended to use them. So this complete color has a, this is available over here, but this is a 16 color name that will be used, like black. This is a 16 color that is used by the W3 schools. So we can either use as a color name equals to, or color equals to color name, that is either black, gray, silver, white, yellow, lime, aqua, fuchsia, red, green, blue, purple, maroon, olive, navy, tea. So we can either use these 16 colors with the use of the HTML. Now these are the various examples to set the background of an HTML tag by the color name. So this is one of the example, that is how to color name, or how to use the color name, or how to use the, or set the color name with the HTML with the body tag, that is how to give the colors. So when first line is the doc type HTML, then there is a head, then there is a HTML, then there is a head, then title. What is the title that is available? That is HTML colors by the name. Then the title will be closed, then the head will be closed. So this is the title that is given, that is the HTML colors with the name, or HTML colors by name. So this is one of the example, that is how to give the HTML colors by their name, like red, green, blue. Then we are going to see, or we will see, that how to give the color name by the hexadecimal value, how to give the color name by the RGB, that is the percentage value. So this is the example of the HTML color by name. So then head will be closed, then body will be starting. The text equals to blue, that means the text color that is given is the blue, and the background color, that is the BG color, is equal as a green. So the text that is displayed, that is of the blue color, and the color that is of the background color, that is of the green color. So one is the blue, one is the green. Now P tag will be used, that says use different color names for body and table and see the result. That is, use the different names for the body and see the, or use the different names for the table, and now see the result. Then P will be closed. This will display as it is because it is available in the P tag. Then table, in the table it is available, that is the BG color equals to black. So we are using the black color, that is the first color, that is the background color of the table is the black. Then TR, there is a row, TD. Within the TD, that is a cell, there is a font color, that is a white color. This text will appear white on the black background. So the background is black. Why? Because we are giving here is a black color, but the text that is available is of white color. Then font will be closed, TD will be closed. That means this is one cell, and this is one row, and this is one table. That is a background as a black. Then body, then the HTML. Now let's see the output of this one. We are going to execute this one. So let's copy this content, go to the notepad, press the Ctrl V, save the file, with a color.html name. Now this is color.html. Now let's see the output of this color.html. This is the code, that the first part is the doc type HTML, then head, then title, that is we have explained. Now let's see the output of this color.html. let's see the output of this code. So one table arrives that is in the black color. Look, this is the output. This is the first of all, there is a BG color that is in the green color. So this is the background that is available within the green color. Then the text that is available within the blue color. This text is available within the blue color. Then the table will be formed that has a background as a black. So this table has a background black. And then the what is the content color, that is a font color, that is a white. So this will text will appear on white on the black background. So this is the output of this color.html code that shows how to give the HTML colors either in the table, either in the font, either in the BG color. We can give any color, we can give any type of the color, and there are different criteria. We are discussing the first, that is how to give the color name, right? Now move to the next part, that is how to give the HTML colors by the hex codes, by the hex value, that is by using the hexadecimal values. How to use the HTML colors by using the hex codes or the hexadecimal codes. So hexadecimal is a 6-digit representation of a color. The first two digits, that is the RR, represents a red color. So if we are giving hexadecimal color, that is a 6-digit representation of a color, and the first two digits that is available, that is the RR colors, that represents a red color or red value. The next two are a green value, and the last one are the blue value. So one is the RR, then GG, then BB, that is a red, green and blue. So they are the 6-digit representation of a color. And the hexadecimal value can be taken from any graphic software like Adobe Photoshop, Paint Shop Pro, or the MS Paint. So we can either use we can use, or we can take any we can use any software for getting the hexadecimal value, that is either the Adobe Photoshop, Paint Shop Pro, or the MS Paint. And each hexadecimal code will be preceded by a pound or a hash sign. That is, the first of all, the sign that is available is the hash, right? Then following is a list of color using the hexadecimal notation. So if I'm using the black color, that is the hash 00000, red color hash FF 00000. That means there is no 0 over here. Now this is red, that is FF, then 00. The first two are the red category, then second two are the green category, then last two are the blue category, red, green, blue. So this is red color, so this is available as a FF in the first two places. Then next is the green color, so this is available in the second and the third, that is FF, because this is the green color. Then blue color, this is FF at the end of the two sides and end of the two digits. Then yellow color, that is available, that is FF, FF, then 00. There are 4 F that is available. In the same way, there is a sky blue. This is a different code, this is a different code, this is a different code. And the white has all the F. And remember, the black has all the zeros or all the O's. Now, what is a note? That is all the web browsers do not support RGB property of color, so it is recommended not to use it. So this is a note that is given, that is not to use this RGB 000, but you have to use this hash, then 00 FF 00, or either hash FF 0000. So we can either use FF, we can either use black color, we can either use red color by using the hexadecimal property. So it is recommended to use the hash sign property regarding that hexadecimal value instead of the RGB colors. So this is the RGB, then 000, then RGB 25500, that is a red, green, blue, then RGB, that is 0 to 550, then 00 to 55, that is a red, green, blue, then RGB, that is a 255, 255, 0, then RGB, that is 0, 255, 255. These are the various RGB color, that is a red, green, blue color that is used with the hexadecimal code. And this is one of the example that is used. So here are some example to set the background of an HTML tags by the color code using the RGB values. So this is a doc type HTML, then HTML, then head, then title, that is HTML color by the RGB code. Then the title will be closed, head will be closed, then body. What is the body? That is a text equals to RGB 00255, BG color equals to 02550. That means this is a blue color, that is a text, this is a green color. The same example that we have discussed, the same, but the difference is that instead of using the hash, we are using the 00255. This is the white color because 255, 255, 255 that is available. So if I execute this code, let's see the output. This is the you see, this is the text in the black color, that is available in the black color. This is the blue color, and this is the red color background, as well as the image, or the, we can say, the text that is used is in the black color, right? This is the output of this code. Now next is browser safe color, or browser safe color, that is there are the different 216 color that will be used, which are supposed to be safest and then computer independent colors, and these colors vary from hexadecimal code, that is 0002 to FFFF, and they will be supported by all the computers having 256 color palettes. So every computer that has a 256 color palette, that is RGB color, they are supported these color that is available. So this is the 0000 black color, then this is blue colors, green color. There are various combination of these colors. Look, this is a darker, lighter, 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 that is available with the 216 colors. Now next is the chapter number 20, that is HTML fonts, that I'm going to discuss in the next class. So that's all for today's session. Thank you so much everyone for listening me. In the next class, that is in the Monday.